Alright, before we start the video, I know in the background is Marvel and my channel is basically mostly DC, but you know, yeah, you gotta show a little bit of love to Marvel. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright, let's start with Arrow. Alright, before we start, I know it's a old figure, it's what like from the first wave, but I just want to give my opinion, you know, just to let you know what I think about this figure. Alright, first of all, let's start with the head sculpt. The likeness is not that bad, not that bad, not that good either, but not that bad compared to the DC collectible ones. I prefer this head sculpt. Which, let's see, do I have the DC collectibles? Let me go get it. Alright, here we have the DC collectibles Green Arrow, which I believe is season 3, and this one is more easier to remove the hood. And you can see. No, I think I still prefer the Mcfarlane version. But the DC collectible is not that bad either. But I just prefer the Mcfarlane version more. And if I'm not wrong, I believe this is season 3 suit. I'm not sure. I don't remember that much from Arrow. So here you have a comparison with Mcfarlane version and the DC collectibles one. One thing I don't like about this Mcfarlane Green Arrow is it has very limited articulation. As you can see, this one can move his chest, while this one it cannot. It just stands there like a statue. It could sort of move down, but compared to the DC collectibles, the DC collectibles has more articulation. As you can see, it can look more down than Mcfarlane version. One thing I do like about Mcfarlane is all the details they add to the figures. As you can see, he has a zipper in here, and he has another zipper in his arm in here, and another one. And he has some, I think, smoke pellets, I believe, and some little darts in here. And you can see his shoelaces. Apparently, I can freaking speak proper English. And let's see, can you see it? Yeah, I can barely see it. Some of the shoelaces. And it has a bit of texture around his arms, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice touch. Alright, now let's get into the accessories. Alright, as you can see, he comes with a little package thingy where he carries arrows. Pretty cool, the detail in here. It has, as you can see, you have the arrow. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And here's the back. This is where you plug it into the back of the figure. And here are the arrows. I would prefer more if they would have some singles of arrows, and then just this, just like the DC collectibles did. As you can see here, there's a couple of them. I think each figure came with 3. I don't know if they were the same or different arrows. And let's see what else. And he also came with this bow and arrow, which I gotta admit is horrendous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but it's like this thing is attached to it. It'll be better if they, like I said, they have some single arrows where you could just do this instead of just pasting it on this. Cause I don't like this. I don't like this. It looks horrible with this. Like you could barely make poses with him. He's already limited to articulation, so I don't know why they will make this. I just don't like this. Which is why I gave him this. And the cool thing is that I don't know if the camera you can in the camera it looks different, but in person this matches with his color, so it looks cool because it matches his color, like if it came with this figure. And yeah, that's about it. Is it a really good figure? No. Is it really bad as people say? No. I will give this a 7.5 out of 10 at the most, just being generous, because I believe people really don't like this figure. But if McFarlane does release like the Flash or Supergirl, at least like those two, the Trinity of the DC TV, I think people will go crazy for him, and the prices might go up for him, just so you can have like the Trinity. I mean, they don't have to do all of them. They could just do Supergirl and Flash, and I believe people will be happy, and people will be looking for this Arrow more. Oh, and before I forget, this thing is very thick, so it's really hard to put it on his arms because it's really thick. As you can see, it's really thick. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. They did my boy Arrow really dirty with this figure. Uh, Come on, McFarlane, you could do better than this. But I guess I could slide it since it's the first wave and most figures were not that great. I believe people's favorite wave 1 was Superman 1000. So yeah. And in case you were wondering, here we have some extras for the DC Collectibles. And here we have the Bow and Arrow from DC Collectibles, which fits well, like he's able to grab it compared to this one, which I really hate. And yeah, this is how I display it. Not exactly like this, but you get the idea. So overall, is it a must? No, especially since they're gonna release the Injustice Arrow from Injustice 2, actually, Injustice 2 Arrow, which is coming. I don't know. They're announcing a lot of figures, and I could barely keep up with it. Financials, money problems. Anyways, so yeah, overall, thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting 200 subscribers. I never thought I'll hit 100. I know I haven't said this, but yeah, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you watching, leaving likes, commentating. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.